Hello there, Carrie Rhodes here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel and a new paper crafting video, and happy Valentine's Day if you're watching this on Valentine's Day. I am doing a mashup card today. A little bit of Valentine's Day, a little bit of Halloween. This is a Fandom card using this Hello Friends stamp set from the Sassy Club. I'm using this character right here. There's a ton of characters in here. They're all adorable. Now, I am making a mashup card of Valentine's and Halloween for my daughter's Valentine card. I have a skeleton, a bat, this word that says mwah. I have a stamp set with a sentiment that I actually did not end up using. You Are So Loved is the one I thought I was going to use. I didn't. And then I have this heart backdrop slimline die. So we're going to put all this together and make a really fun Valentine card. Okay, so I am going to do some ink blending to start out with, create a background to die cut that slimline die from. So I'm using black soot distress oxide ink and my favorite blending brush, the Blending Buddy brush from Trinity Stamps. This brush is ergonomic, like it fits in your hand really well, and it's got a rounded bristle brush that's the bristles are really tightly packed in there and it's really soft, so it makes ink blending go very fast and very smooth. Fast and smooth at the same time. All right, so I'm going to take this from the edge to the middle and I'm going to do an ombre effect. So it's darker at the edge and lighter in the middle. I rotated my mat and now I'm bringing in some Wilted Violet Distress Oxide ink and another blending brush, but this one's for purples. They have color clips that go on these brushes so you can match them to an ink color. So I have a set for my Distress Oxide inks and I also have a set for any dye-based inks, and I don't mix those brushes together, but I do use this brush for any other purples. I can just rub it off on a paper towel if it's got any excess ink, and I'm going for maybe an ink that's a lighter color. So I'm just working back and forth between these two colors until I get like the blend that I want, until I get the dark color that I want. I never start out going as dark as I actually want my paper to be. I always start in light layers and build up as I go. That way I can work out a lot of like imperfections and just take it nice and easy, and then I know when I'm done. And yes, you can double hand ink blend. Okay, that's done. So now I'm going to splatter. I love splatter. I love the look, especially with Distress Oxide inks. I've got to splatter it with water. It's my favorite. I can't resist doing it. So I did. And then I'm going to put some like shimmer spray on there. This is called Sparkle Silk. It was available at Spellbinders. If it's still there, I will definitely link it below, but use any shimmery sparkle that you have to splatter on top of your oxide backgrounds. It's gorgeous. Okay, now to this die cut skeleton from Trinity Stamps. I just want the skull, like the top part, because that is what's on my little character's hat. It's perfect. So I cut it from some pink glitter craft foam. Now to die cut out my hearts, I backed my paper with rip and stick sheets, so a double-sided adhesive. I ran that through the die machine. It all stuck in there, so I'm going to set it aside and we're going to stamp out our cute little character. Her name is Kuromi, and there's also a little talk bubble with a heart. It's so cute. So Kuromi was born on Halloween. She is kind of appears to be a tomboy but has a girly side at heart. She likes cooking, she likes shopping, and it seems like she can be a little bit of a troublemaker from time to time. And she's just a really fun character. I love her fun hat. She's got that collar and a little tail. So her character is wearing all black, which is very much like my kiddo who I'm giving this card to. So I am coloring the hat with T markers, so T9, T7, and T6. And I'm just going to blend those out. And I'm not going to lie, this image was kind of hard to color because it's a small area and I'm doing black right against a white area that stays white. So I was a little nervous about this. I had to pause and go get my reading glasses because that's the way I roll nowadays. Time to really get some glasses. So I colored the black parts, and then for the pink, I really wanted the pink that I chose to match that glitter craft foam. So I pulled out RV32 and RV34 for those colors. They're very small areas, so didn't really need to do a ton of ink blending. I also made sure and looked up the color of her nose. It's pink, so I'll add the pink to the nose, and her mouth is open in this picture, so image, I'll color that as well. So that's it. It's pretty easy, except for like that it's black next to white. So I did bring in my C00 marker. It's almost no color. And so I can use that to not only add a little bit of shadowing on the white parts, but also push some of that black back where it's supposed to go that got out of control. So that's what I'm doing, and it really helps. But also what helps in these occasions is a white gel pen. I'm going to do that. But also, yeah, there's where I had to color the nose. I am going to add a little pink to her cheeks. I definitely did some research on this character, and there's some images where she had pink on her cheeks. So I decided I love that. I'm going to add that, and I brought in a really subtle marker to do that after I did the white gel pen highlights, because it just brings everything to life. I could really correct any black, you know, that's hanging out where it's not supposed to. And I just love this look. So I do it almost every time I do stamped images. All right, so now I'm doing those peak cheeks with RV10. Very light, very subtle, perfect little touch. Now, the one thing about the Sassy Club, there's no dies to cut out their images. So if you have a Brother Scan and Cut, you can do that. I have a Cameo silhouette with the Pic Scan mat, so I am able to use that to cut out my images, but I'm not like making a bunch of cards here. I just have this image and the little talk bubble, so I'm not worrying about doing all of that mechanical, technical stuff today, just cutting it out. All right, so now it's time to work on the background. I am trying to remove this backer and keep the hearts there. Didn't really work out. So I'm gonna have to puzzle piece some of this. I just went ahead and peeled that backing off, and then I'll lay this down as best I can. Not pretty much all of the hearts I had to paper piece in, and you could do this without paper piecing in the hearts. I just decided kind of in the midst of making this that I really liked those inlaid in there. So that's what I did. And then I trimmed this down because I'm not making a slimline card, but you can use your slimline dies to make lots of different sizes of cards, you know, get the best use out of them, even if you're not making a slimline card. So here I am doing all that puzzle piecing, and it's really nice that I don't have to worry about going in and putting in any glue because I've already done the adhesive on the back. So I'm laying those in, and I only lost one, and it was stuck to the side of my hand. I ended up finding it. Okay, so once I did that, then I went in and just started laying this out how I thought it would go, and then I wanted a heart to go behind her, and I decided this iridescent pastel vellum from Trinity Stamps would be perfect. Here's the purple shade. You can see that iridescent shine on it. It's so good. All right, so then I just relay everything out. I don't stick anything down until I know what I'm doing. They're pretty much what I'm doing. You'll see I do have this word right here. I did it in purple. I did a little ink blending across the bottom, and I did not like it. So I switched it out for pink, and I liked it way better. So that's how it's going to go. And I want a few bats to go on here. There, some of the images with her, there were bats. So I thought that would be really fun. I thought some more glitter craft foam, but it was too much. So I went back to that purple paper where I had done a little ink blending to cut out this word, mwah, and I cut the bats from that. So some of them are a little darker and some are a little lighter, and that is perfect. So I'm going to pop up my little character on top of the heart, and then when I add the heart, I'm going to put it so it's half on my heart background and half on that black background, which, by the way, my black card base, or my card front actually, is an A7 size, and it will go on an A7 card that has a little bit of a border. So this piece is 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. So I glued everything in place. Now I'm going to bring in some embellishments. So I have these black bauble hearts. They're just shiny, different sizes. I picked out kind of a middle size, and I'm going to put the hearts right in the opening of the eyes on the skeleton head. It's so cool. I did learn that the little skeleton on her hat will change its expression based on her mood. I thought that's so cute. So I thought hearts in the eyes would be perfect for this. And they're, you know, kind of subtle, but fun. And then I brought out some more heart baubles, but this time in this pink with this iridescent or kind of pearlized finish. They're really pretty. So I'm going to put 6 of those on there. 3 on this side, 3 on that side to balance it out. And then this whole thing is going on that A7 size card. So it's a 10-inch by 7-inch piece of paper scored at 5 inches, and mine opens at the bottom. So there we go. Now, this needed a little zhuzhing up. So I brought in my glossy accents, and I am going to gloss these things up. So I'm adding it to that entire sentiment there. And I will just trace the letters. And I did get a few air bubbles, and all I did to help fix that was to poke those air bubbles with a pin and then go back and fill it in with more glossy accents. So I also put glossy accents on the heart of that talk bubble and on my 3 bats, and there it is, all dry. Doesn't it just take it up a notch? Love it. I love that shiny part. All right, for the inside of the card, I have a pink panel. This is the same color that I die cut out that word mwah from, and that's the inside, so I can easily write on it. And then let's dress that up a little bit too. So I have this scrap left over from doing the ink blending, and it already had the adhesive on the back. I didn't want to waste it, no. So I put a little strip across the bottom to bring in some purple to the inside of my card. And then I stamped my little character again with some shine marks, or like little sparkles that are in the stamp set. Brought in some leftover hearts in purple, and now I've got purple in the top left corner and the bottom right corner. And then I've got my black on the bottom left and over there on the right with my stamped character. So it balances it out, right? Yeah. Yeah. All right. Then I thought it would be fun to add some of these hearts to my envelope. So I added the black ones to the envelope, and then I am going to stamp the character again on the front. And so I'll do that in the bottom right corner. And also I'm going to do that talk bubble again. I thought that was perfect for this, you know, Halloween Valentine mashup card. You got to have the hearts. That's what makes it. So there we go. There's the envelope. And then I had to handwrite Happy Valentine's Day because my other kiddo had my Valentine's, all my Valentine stamps in their bedroom, so they could choose which one they wanted to stamp on their Valentines. So they were sleeping when I did this. So I went ahead and hand wrote it, and I thought it looked fine. And this is going to go with a stuffy that I bought of this character and a little treat for my kiddo, which is Rice Krispie treats. I made them, put some mini M&Ms on them, put those in a bag, and this is sitting right outside her bedroom door. And at the time I am talking to you right now, I'm waiting for her to wake up and find it. She hasn't even found it yet. So also stay tuned tomorrow. I'm going to share with you the Valentine card I made for my other kid. So I'll share that one with you tomorrow. So if you're new here, feel free to subscribe and tune in tomorrow. I'll see you then. Happy stamping. Bye.